That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. This is, of course, Charles, Chuck, Greg, Blaster Pro. Yay! Here at Blaster Pro Studios, we are all about family values. That's right. We're here for nothing other than your amusement and entertainment. How's it going, Mr. Steven Straka, since you said, "What's up?" And now we've got Daryl Hargrove is also saying, "What's up?" I think this is a 90s beer commercial at this point.
It is a 90s beer commercial.
So we have absolutely nothing listed for today. We're just going to sit here and talk. But as always, I want to make sure that everybody goes to etsy.com/shop/BlasterPro for all your blaster needs. And of course, if you actually want to see what's available, go to BlasterProShop.com.
You know, there's one thing I was thinking this week, and Hayden and I were talking about it. After seeing Jake's wonderful photo shoot for the DL44.
That thing was beautiful.
And Hayden hating the concrete step photos.
In comparison, of course.
That to me, but I never.
In comparison, there's a no-brainer there.
So we're gonna convert. We're gonna put the photo studio.
You're gonna convert the concrete steps.
No, we're gonna put
the
photo studio back together that we had upstairs when I did the helmets. And I actually put a lot of work in doing the Royal Guard helmets. So.
Oh, okay, that's what we're talking about. I heard helmet. I thought he was talking about his penis.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna set the lights and everything back up. We don't use the living room for anything.
Steven is watching it work.
Ah.
I will eventually have facial hair back.
But yeah, so
I feel naked.
Yeah. And I was thinking about material went up again.
Did Rodney go back to Texas?
I've not been to Texas.
No, but I was blown away by the fact that it was is now 80% where it was before Rodney went to Texas. So yeah, I was going to buy 2 gallons, and I realized I can only afford 1 gallon of material.
Jesus.
Even although there seems to be plenty of supply, so.
They did offer me a job in Texas. Does that count?
Maybe if you go back, it'll make the world right again.
What did the skull do to be duct tape? Don't worry about the skull.
Yeah.
Duct tape.
You ever seen the commercial about the baked beans and the dog knows the secret?
Don't worry about the skull. He knows what he did, and he's being taken care of.
Yeah. The funny thing about that skull, we were contemplating, where do you think it came from? It was either China or India.
India.
Don't think about that.
That's based on Return of the Living Dead.
Your phone has been awfully busy, sir. It's Jeff.
Out.
Hey, Jeff, I found...
hey, what's up?
I followed the links last night on the...
rabbit hole?
The original do not use R2 print files. I follow the link to where all those other print files are, and it's not confusing, but it is a little bit confusing because there's files everywhere for all kinds of different stuff. And I couldn't find the chopped up R2 dome. I was looking at the Mark III R2 dome, and it only displayed in full unchopped up form. So I was looking maybe, here in the near future, printing a 3D, doing an R2 myself.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about that.
And I actually started looking at domes, and I think I might go for an R5 instead.
I like the R4, but that's just me.
Well, I think I'm just going to go with an R2.
Is this going to be a lot of work for me with motor controls?
No, we're not going to go nuts right now. And if there's anything on that, I'm going to figure it out myself. Oh, by the way, we have Rodney here tonight. He's right here.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I didn't go through the list. Hi, my name is Matt. I'm a human Muppet. Hi, Matt. Of course, we've got Hayden, Charles, Craig sitting over at Master Control.
Hi, Hayden.
Hi, Hayden. And as always, we've got IT set up in our corner because nobody puts baby in a corner, but we do put Rodney there. Rodney Heck.
I hate you, Matt.
He actually was here and did some post-con electronic organizing. And he picked...
Was it of his crap?
No, check this out. He picked the one type of organizer I hate the most in the world.
Which one's that?
The one right there.
That one.
Those. The grandpa organizers.
Oh my dear God!
The old grandpa workshop.
Why
that
would you do
the
that?
one you knock over and then you just wish your life would end. Organizer. But so we're gonna work on this because we have plenty of most of those cases are empty now, right?
No.
Is there a need for
I've been filling them up with all our freaking different electronic parts.
in an organized manner, right?
Nope.
Sure.
Okay. So anyway, we have got a stockpile of electronic parts. We've been trying to build at least one or two types of death robots down here. Voice
stock and Adreno board.
Voice changers. Also, I think there was at one time a Wi-Fi signal interrupter.
Oh, that was a while back.
My daughter stole that and uses it at school.
So there are many, many projects that if we take all the pieces of all these multiple projects, we can build a gunfighter that can also dance because we have the motors.
Because you can dance if you want to.
But no, we got, I need to, did I tell you what we figured out on the Mando? That we need a longer stroked piston. Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, no matter how much you believe it, 3 inches just isn't enough.
That's not what Amanda tells me.
I get weird questions all the time that I can't do anything about.
Oh, we've got people talking. Hey, I can bring you the correct files. Rodney doesn't sound half dead. Can you make a directed EMP? I know some drivers.
Yes, I
need to
can.
stay
All you
off
have
the
to do
phone.
is throw enough voltage or enough amperage through a piece of aluminum to disintegrate it, and that gives you an EMP. It's very short range.
But it's directed. He needs directed and localized.
You put like a cone behind it, and you stick it directly at what you're going to do.
How much
I guess that
electricity?
would make sense, yeah.
And do you need the coil out of a microwave?
I guess you could use a coil out of the microwave.
I know you can.
I would just go with the cap.
I know you can make a welder out of those.
Apparently, yes, we can make a directed EMP here in the shop, which is kind of both cool and scary at the same time.
Because we have a lot of electronics down here.
We do have a lot of
Although I don't think anything would affect Frankenprinter.
When radar sets emit so much
Microwave?
that they can block out other radar sets.
Yeah, isn't that how the
radio signal is just a radio signal. If you're on the same frequency,
well, you jam all frequencies but the one you're using.
yeah. And technically,
So how was your time off, Matt?
What time off?
Your
So
vacation?
yeah, if you're on the same
What vacation?
You weren't here.
The same signal out, it's gonna fuck with whatever's receiving those signals.
Did you get to get anybody donuts?
Could make an anti-radar.
No, not this time. I wasn't requested to make donuts. I sat around and did a bunch of stuff at different places. So we have Matt Myers on 10 Man Armor.
Matt.
I'm at different. I'm just north of Philadelphia at different clinics.
Those are sockets.
For what
Clinics.
STD?
I'm at different where I'm. No, what do you?
He said, "What are all the? We're not talking about those."
I'm at different clinics.
He's talking about Matt's STDs. He's talking about
STD. I don't
So
have
that's your cover
STDs that
for
I know
going
of.
to the free clinic as you're working there.
Yep.
Is
That's
that
exactly.
venereal disease?
He went there, got a shot, and installed a phone.
So, but yeah, I got. We did 5 last week. I didn't get to leave there until 2 o'clock, and then I didn't get home until like midnight. It was no fun.
Right.
Well, I was supposed to be able to leave at 8, but then there was an issue, and then because the engineers in charge couldn't figure out how to fix it or what was going on because they weren't paying attention, I then had to sit and wait for several hours.
say we're not going to work on the speeder bike tonight.
We're not going to work on the speeder bike tonight.
We were thinking about it, but that was one of the things I possibly was going to do this month after the con was work on the speeder bike. But we've been very low energy after the con, which is understandable.
I'm low energy all the time anymore.
No con crud down here, at least.
I've been working on stuff.
Rodney and I actually technically have. Rodney's been doing more on it than I have, but I got to get back on it. And I made a decision that I think those bracers for the Mando are too small.
For him or just in general?
Well, actually, looking at them on him, they look pretty big.
Nice on him.
They look really good. But I'm kind of worried about the size.
As far as?
Fitting around wrists. I mean, I can get them to fit on me, but it would be tight.
It wouldn't fit on me because I masturbate too much.
You got Popeye arms.
Exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, we finally...
You miss me?
Yes, I did. I was actually thinking you might have been mad at me.
No.
And I was thinking...
Like, they immediately like, nope, you're going out of town next week. I'm like, you bastards.
So I figured, since you were... Actually, Hayden's been working on an idea, and he's been really excited about the idea. And I keep changing his idea into something else, and he doesn't like it. So
Do I need to get a green morph suit?
No.
Oh, damn.
But that's what you were have to do green screen stuff.
I'm okay with green screen.
What did you want me to do?
I think you should just use your artistic expression and do what you want to do.
Talking about because you've done that multiple times.
I know, but this time I was talking about the I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
So you've noticed that he doesn't use syntax either?
So sorry.
I mean, what are you talking about? The burning of the Mando thing?
No, the wind beneath my wings thing.
Oh, I just wanted to do that as a random thing. I don't think I ever told Matt.
Matt doesn't know this. It was going to be a surprise. But then you said you needed him to do green screen work for it so you could get it.
No, that was a different thing.
Oh, what was that for?
That was for the burning.
I'm more than
thing.
willing to do
Oh.
whatever green screen thing you guys want me to. You know this.
You
Oh.
can do it whenever.
I would just like to see the green screen get used.
I would like to use it too.
I'm used to the green screen.
That's
Hey,
why I needed to know if I needed to buy a green morph suit.
Yeah, you don't need a morph suit. We want a full body mat for this.
A
Okay.
full body
A
mat.
full bat.
Yeah, we don't need just this
The
head.
full.
You know what he
mat.
said? You heard what he said. He wants my body. He didn't say anything about clothes.
Get out the sheep shearer.
What am I talking about? Oh yeah. Do you want me to reveal what I had?
No, if you think it's a
it's
a
really,
good gag,
it's really
if
funny,
it makes
though.
you laugh, sometimes it makes everybody else laugh too.
Not always.
No, sometimes your humor goes too far into Rodney territory.
No, sometimes it just goes too far into my territory where I'm the only one that thinks it's funny.
It said it made me laugh. I don't care.
What does that matter? As long as somebody laughs, it's no longer your fault.
Look, I got droid fingers.
But no, the burning of the Mando thing.
The burning of the man. We are going to record that.
Yeah, but I want to.
Are we gonna? How are we gonna do this? Is
Your
this?
vision also changes on that too.
It does.
From what
Is
I
it gonna be
wanted.
a somber thing or a celebration of rebirth?
That's up to you.
What I
Realistically,
We're gonna have like a phoenix coming out of the flames.
No.
realistically, like everything we do, it's not going to turn out the way we planned.
No, we'll probably all die.
Hurt.
Well,
So it's gonna be that sounds about right. So in case you guys missed that, Rodney said it turns out it's gonna be just like everything else we planned, which it means it's not gonna be very well planned and somebody's gonna get hurt.
Well, originally it was going to be Molotov cocktail style.
Warrior,
The flaming arrows.
come out.
That flaming arrows did come up. You know what? It's a shame that your plasma gun has no range.
That would be actually gonna.
That would be.
What if we put a tissue in the
Always
middle of it,
we
just
used
to
to do Tesla backpack cannon.
Yes.
I want
Yes.
to build one of those and make it look like one of the Ghostbuster kits.
Oh, gosh. So anyway, basically, the test that's just
Jeff
a rail
says I
gun.
vote for me for someone else can get hurt.
Well, what about water balloons and gasoline?
No.
That sounds
That'll heat right
terrible.
through the water balloon.
It sounds safer than breaking glass. Molotov.
No,
toss
not
beer
really.
bottles on it anyway.
We
Yeah.
need to cast
Literally, that's
chloride
going like-
to work that out, don't we?
We got a lot of stuff back there that needs to be melted. A lot of
Potassium
evidence.
chloride into newspaper, wrap it
Oh,
up,
a chemical fire. That's what we need. Something we can't put out
Well,
at
but
all.
But we also want to cook s'mores on this, so let's.
Well, we have to cook s'mores after,
Everything else is burnt off.
and we put real wood on it.
Yeah.
We don't even know how well it's gonna burn.
It's gonna burn good.
Gotta take everything good off of it.
Hey,
first.
everything that's on him has a flame warning.
Those Harry Potter flame shooting wands that shoot flash paper.
You're thinking too small.
If we have a high,
I'm just reading the
I'm just
notes,
saying,
man.
if
He
we
says it's
have a
thinking too
high-
small.
a butane
if
wand.
we have a high enough concentration of
That's a
gas-
flamethrower.
Yes.
Why not use a chemical flamethrower?
Actually, you know what? We'll just go over to Harbor Freight tomorrow. We'll grab their weed burner, and with a little bit of work,
That's what I've been saying to do for years, but you always discount me.
with a
I can drink some
well,
more
I want to
flame
get
bottles
that
and
weed
flame
burner anyway
detector.
because I discovered that you can use that to cook out lost wax casting, and I have an experiment that I want to try with your help. You know, you enjoy melting metal just as much as anybody else.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, we're putting the gloves on. We're
Is
going.
this another burn down the neighborhood project?
No,
It sounds a lot like it.
no, he like it was cool because first time we ever did it, he was totally like completely amazed that when we took the lid off the furnace and set it on the ground, even before it touched the ground, the grass caught on fire. He's like, well, that's like, well, look at it, it's glowing.